Needle drop is not just the name of my YouTube father. Do we look alike?
Hi, everyone.
No, this term is also used to describe when a non-original song is used in a movie. AKA like when I had an assignment to make a short film in high school. For some reason, my friends and I decided on remaking the 2007 Antoine Fuqua Mark Wahlberg action movie Shooter, and when we were recording an epic chase scene, we used Sabotage by Beastie Boys. And then when my friend was gonna do a cool backflip off a cliff to escape, we used this song.
The clock stops here!
What do you want me to say? I was a teenager and it was the year 2014. Enough intro, video start now. So Quentin Tarantino is arguably the best director at crafting these iconic needle drop moments. Is that a hot take? Just so you can't say I never taught you anything, the terms diegetic or non-diegetic are important to know for this conversation. Diegetic meaning the song is playing in the context of the movie and being heard by the characters, i.e. like the magical bliss of Mrs. Mia Wallace and Vincent Vega dancing to Chuck Berry's You Never Can Tell for the Jackrabbit Slims Twist contest, or the cruel, torturous way that Stuck in the Middle with You is used in Reservoir Dogs. We, the audience, hear the song playing, but so do the characters. Like when Pam Grier's titular Jackie Brown plays Didn't I by the Delfonics for Robert Forster's Max Cherry. If this scene played out just as some kind of conversation montage with the film playing the, quote, pretty R&B music in a non-diegetic way, it would be fine, I imagine, but there's something about in the context of the movie. Jackie and Max are getting to know each other. Jackie asks, do you want to listen to some music? Max says yes. Jackie decides to put this record on. Max gives a quip about CDs versus vinyl. He asks what it is. He compliments it. She tells him. And then this is where the magic is. They listen to the music.
It's nice.
There are infinite ways to establish a relationship between two characters on screen, but the idea of these two just sitting and enjoying this song together is special. But non-diegetic music, the kind that the characters in the movie are not hearing, it's just for us, the audience, to set the tone or whatever, can be just as intriguing, if not more, from time to time. Take, for instance, Apple Blossom by the White Stripes, presented as sort of an introductory theme to the Hateful Eight. The time period is late 1800s, post-Civil War. We've gotten these short glimpses of our main characters played by Samuel L. Jackson, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Kurt Russell. We're about to essentially be locked in one location with them for another 2.5 hours or so, and this song, an alternative rock song released in the year 2000, is for some reason the perfect way to invite you to what you're about to watch. This song is kind of an enigma. It's curious and playful, but also kind of creepy in a way. It's happy and it's sad all at the same time. It is both lo-fi and inherently vintage sounding, but also uniquely of its time, that late 90s, early 2000s rock sound. It's this silly lullaby that acts as this perfect tease to the fantastic movie that you're about to see.
Let me see your pretty little smile.
Say what you will about Tarantino, I'm sure many of you in the comments already have, but in a similar way to how James Gunn has introduced some unbelievable must-know classics to younger generations through the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks, Quentin has been doing similar things for decades. I didn't even talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and that's probably his best soundtrack. There's an amazing David Bowie moment in Inglourious Basterds. Kill Bill definitely has a few. Oh, Django has I Got a Name. To be completely transparent, I knew I was going to start with Tarantino, and so I wrote that section, and then I brainstormed like 50 more examples that I want to talk about for this video. And so maybe this will be a series. But until then, boo! Jump scare. Michael Haneke's 2007 shot-for-shot remake of his own 1997 Austrian film Funny Games is the definition of invasive dread. Trust me, if you have not seen these movies, This is a film designed to make sure that you are uncomfortable and reassure you that no matter what, you are not in control here. I don't want to spoil things too much, but yes, this movie, beyond the average horror film, takes away your agency that you might assume that you have as a viewer of a movie in very unconventional ways. One way that Funny Games conveys this to you is that during the introduction, it's 2 minutes of this serene, peaceful shot of this family going to their vacation home. Everything's nice, we're listening to classical music, it's lovely, and then this happens. There are countless reasons why this movie has stuck with me, but when a song plays during the opening title card, and that moment cannot leave my brain, it infiltrated it, and it will not escape no matter how much I want it to leave, that is pretty unbelievable. On one hand, the song itself, Bonehead by Jon Brion and his band Naked City, feels like evil, sure, but the fact that you, the movie, made me feel uncomfortable before anything bad even happened is super unsettling. I highly recommend the much easier watch in 2012's Cabin in the Woods 2, which doesn't do the same thing with music per se, but it seems like an homage to Funny Games, because during the introduction we get about 2 minutes of mundane, boring office stuff, and then boom! A loud scream and the title card popping up mid-conversation. Both of these examples are meta, but they fit the respective tones of their movies really well. Cabin in the Woods is self-aware and kind of satirical. The juxtaposition is funny and a little scary, but mostly a fun gag, while Funny Games is trying to hurt you. It's also funny in a really dark way, but it's more like the film is laughing at you. I personally would never laugh at you, unless you wanted me to, if you donated $1 a month to me on Patreon and joined the official Mediator Club. Yes, for just $1 a month, you can get access to thousands of music recommendations on there. You will be thanked on screen in my YouTube videos like all these great people, and you get access to one Patreon exclusive video a month. Okay, continue. Punch Drunk Love is a 2002 romantic dramedy written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, and it is one of my absolute favorites. This is an absurdist movie where Adam Sandler is in this dramatic role. He's playing an anxious, emotionally repressed guy. He sells plungers or something. He buys a lot of pudding at one point. Some moments are very uncomfortable. Others are beautiful. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it and he yells, it's perfect. Shut! Much of this film feels like a dream. There's a sense of euphoria that plays out via the plot, the colors, the cinematography, etc. But there's also the unreal soundtrack by Jon Brion. Jon Brion is one of the greatest white boys to ever do it. Film scoring with Eternal Sunshine, Synecdoche, New York, Lady Bird, and production for Fiona Apple, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, and he's the one that was entrusted with the posthumous release of Mac Miller's Circles. During a particularly dreamy, romantic moment of almost surreal happiness, we get a needle drop of Harry Nilsson and Shelley Duvall's He Needs Me from the 1980 Popeye movie. And listen, a great song in a movie moment is a wide spectrum and can work in many different ways, as you've seen here today, but this one feels particularly integral to the movie as a whole. In many ways, with the journey that Sandler's character Barry goes on throughout the film, the trials and tribulations, highs and lows, the pain and eventual release of that pain. It's almost like this needle drop that I'm talking about is the climax of Punch Drunk Love. And just take a second to think about that. In A New Hope, Luke blows up the Death Star. In Avengers Endgame, Iron Man snaps his finger. Harry defeats Voldemort. Simba throws Scar off the cliff. But in this beautifully strange movie about love and pudding and phone sex and an evil mattress man in Utah, the big moment, for me at least, is a quirky, sentimental Jon Brion remix of a Harry Nilsson song from Popeye sung by Shelley Duvall. And that is astonishing.
He needs me, he needs me, he needs me, he needs me.
I'm going to close out what will hopefully become a series of videos with the reason why I wanted to talk about this stuff in the first place. Have you guys ever seen the 2019 psychological horror smash hit Ma, starring Academy Award winner Octavia Spencer? Because listen folks, this section might require some spoilers for the 2019 psychological horror smash hit Ma, starring Academy Award winner Octavia Spencer. So Spencer plays the titular Ma, of course, and she's essentially this adult woman that gets asked to buy alcohol for some high school kids. She starts partying with them. She's getting too attached. Some other people around town don't exactly like that she's getting drunk with these children. God forbid a woman have hobbies, right? So part of the plot is that we have the teens that Ma is partying with, but then their parents are Ma's age. The parents bullied her when they were in high school together. There was one particularly humiliating event, etc., etc. Don't make her drink alone. Don't make her drink alone. And so the moment when Ma really starts to go off the edge is that she's driving down the road. She sees a woman that she doesn't particularly like, and she does what all of us do from time to time. What follows is the funniest thing that I have ever seen in my entire life. Do you remember? I'm not going to talk about this one too much. I'm not going to try to intellectualize it, but this is legitimately my favorite needle drop in the history of cinema. Simply put, it is the best. Well, I only got through like 1/5 of the songs that I wrote down for this video, and so comment down below, don't make me drink alone, if you want more of this series. Bye. Hey, thank you for watching that video. Be sure to check out my Patreon. I have merch. I'm on social media at RenshawHS. Feel free to support my stuff if you like it. Like, subscribe, the whole deal. Bye.